Are you a boy or a man? Now, I don't mean this chronologically. I'm talking about the difference between someone who exists as a child, someone who merely reacts to their experience of life, and someone who can stand up and take on the world, shoulder the burdens of being, and strive to leave things better than they found them. The transition from boyhood to manhood is a turbulent sea, fraught with its own unique and harsh realities. It's a trial by fire that has always tested the mettle of men throughout history. But here's the rub navigating this passage in the modern world. That's a whole different beast. It's almost as if society itself is conspiring against the very essence of masculinity, seeking to keep men in a perpetual state of boyhood. We see it everywhere we look. The messages, the expectations, even the very toys our children are given. It seems that modern society has a tendency to feminize boys from a young age, leaving them ill-prepared for the harsh realities of life. This, my friends, is a disservice to young men, leaving them adrift in a world that demands strength, responsibility, and unwavering resolve. Let's talk about responsibility. It's a word that often evokes sighs and groans, a concept many try to shirk, to pawn off on someone, anyone else. Boys, you see, they're masters of blame. They point fingers, they make excuses, they see themselves as victims of circumstance. It's not my fault, they cry, it's the world, it's my parents, it's bad luck. But a man understands that responsibility is not a burden to be avoided, but a mantle to be taken up, a fundamental aspect of existence. He knows that even when things go wrong, even when he's been wronged, there's always something he could have done differently. Perhaps he ignored the warning signs, perhaps he didn't set proper boundaries, perhaps he didn't speak up when he should have. See, it's not about taking the blame for everything, it's about recognizing that we are not merely passive recipients of life's whims. We are active participants, and our choices, our actions have consequences. This isn't about self-flagellation, it's about empowerment. When you accept responsibility, you take control. You stop seeing yourself as a victim buffeted by forces beyond your control, and you become the captain of your own ship, navigating the often turbulent waters of life with a steady hand. Where we are in life, gentlemen, is not determined by what others have done to us, but by what we choose to do with the hand we've been dealt. It's a difficult truth, but it's a liberating one. And it's a truth that every boy on his journey to manhood must come to terms with. Think about a time when you were passed over for a promotion. A younger man, perhaps less experienced, was given the opportunity you felt you deserved. Now, a boy in this situation, he might curse his luck, blame the system, maybe even try to sabotage his colleague. But a man takes stock of the situation. He examines his own performance, identifies areas where he could improve, and then he takes action. He doesn't wallow in self-pity, he doesn't cast blame, he takes responsibility for his own future. Responsibility, gentlemen, is not about accepting defeat. It's about claiming victory over the things you can control. It's about stepping up, owning your life, and becoming the man you were meant to be. We live in a world obsessed with words. Social media feeds are filled with pronouncements, declarations, self-aggrandizing tales of triumph and woe. Everyone has an opinion, a hot take, a story to tell. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with communication, there's a difference between talking the talk and walking the walk. Boys, you see, they love to talk. They boast, they brag, they inflate their accomplishments, all in a desperate bid for attention and validation. They crave the status, the admiration that comes with being seen as successful. But they're often unwilling to put in the real work required to achieve it. They're all talk and no action. They're the guy at the gym who spends more time chatting and checking himself out in the mirror than actually lifting weights. They're the aspiring entrepreneur who talks endlessly about their million-dollar idea, but never takes the first step to make it a reality. A man, on the other hand, understands the power of silence. He knows that true strength lies not in empty boasts, but in quiet competence. He doesn't need to announce his intentions to the world, he simply acts. He puts in the work, day in and day out, honing his skills, pursuing his goals with quiet determination. A man's actions speak louder than words ever could. He doesn't need to brag about his accomplishments, his successes speak for themselves. He doesn't need to tear others down to elevate himself. His own character is a testament to his worth. Think of the classic image of a stoic warrior standing tall on the battlefield. He doesn't waste his breath on boasts or threats. He simply draws his sword and faces his enemy with unwavering resolve. His actions speak for themselves. This isn't to say that words are meaningless. Communication is important, but it should be used judiciously, purposefully. Don't waste your breath on empty boasts or meaningless chatter. Save your words for when they truly matter, when you have something of substance to say. The world is full of talkers, gentlemen. Be a man of action. Let your deeds, your accomplishments speak for themselves. Chapter 3. The Siren Song of Indulgence, Video Games and Self-Gratification. This next topic, gentlemen, is a difficult one. It's a conversation that often evokes defensiveness, even anger. But it's a conversation we need to have because it's a trap that ensnares far too many men. I'm talking about the siren song of indulgence, the allure of instant gratification, the seductive world of video games, and the often destructive habit of excessive self-gratification. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to demonize pleasure. Enjoyment, relaxation, these are necessary parts of a balanced life, but when pleasure becomes the primary pursuit, it transforms into a prison. Video games, in and of themselves, are not inherently evil. They can be a source of entertainment, even a way to connect with friends. But they are also meticulously designed to exploit our core instincts, the challenges, the competition, the pursuit of virtual status. These appeal to our primal instincts, and therein lies the danger. These virtual worlds offer a seductive escape from real-world challenges. They provide a sense of accomplishment without the effort demanded by real-life pursuits. Similarly, the ease of self-gratification can create a dangerous feedback loop. It offers fleeting pleasure, but leaves us feeling empty and disconnected. This isn't about shunning all forms of pleasure. It's about recognizing the difference between healthy enjoyment and destructive indulgence. True fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your values. Engage with the real world, with all its complexities and challenges. Cultivate discipline, self-control, and the ability to delay gratification. The world is full of distractions designed to keep you passive and unfulfilled. Don't fall prey to their seductive promises. Choose to live a life of purpose, meaning, and real-world accomplishment. Chapter 4. Mastering Your Emotions, the Mark of a True Man. We live in a strange time, gentlemen. A time where vulnerability is championed, where men are encouraged to express their feelings and embrace their emotions. And while there's certainly nothing wrong with acknowledging and processing our emotions, there's a dangerous misconception that equates emotional expression with authenticity, even strength. The truth is, gentlemen, that true strength lies not in giving in to our every emotional whim, but in mastering our emotions, in harnessing their power and directing it towards meaningful ends. Boys, you see, they are slaves to their emotions. They react impulsively, lashing out in anger, retreating in fear, allowing their feelings to dictate their actions. They are tossed about by the storms of their own making, unable to chart a steady course through life's turbulent waters. A man, on the other hand, is the master of his emotions. He doesn't deny his feelings, he doesn't pretend they don't exist. He acknowledges them, he processes them, and then he chooses how he will respond. He understands that his emotions are not his identity. They are simply data points, pieces of information that can inform his decisions but should not control them. This doesn't mean that a man should be an emotionless robot. It simply means that he understands the importance of emotional regulation. He knows that there's a time and a place for everything, and that giving in to every emotional impulse can have disastrous consequences. Think of a captain navigating a ship through a storm. He doesn't panic, he doesn't give in to fear. He remains calm, he assesses the situation, and he makes calculated decisions based on experience and reason. Similarly, a man facing a challenging situation doesn't allow his emotions to cloud his judgment. He doesn't lash out in anger, he doesn't crumble under pressure. He remains calm, he assesses the situation, and he takes decisive action. This is not to say that men should bottle up their emotions or pretend that they don't experience pain, sadness, or frustration. It's about recognizing that true strength lies in choosing how we respond to those emotions, in channeling them in a constructive rather than destructive manner. The world needs men who are in control of themselves, gentlemen. Men who can face adversity with courage and grace. Men who can lead others through difficult times with strength and compassion. Men who can be relied upon, no matter the circumstances. Master your emotions, gentlemen. Don't let them master you. The path from boyhood to manhood is not an easy one, gentlemen. It's a journey fraught with challenges, with temptations, with moments of doubt and uncertainty. But it's a journey worth taking. It's a journey that will forge you into the best version of yourself, a man of strength, integrity, and purpose. If you're ready to embark on this journey, if you're ready to embrace the challenges and reap the rewards of becoming a truly self-actualized man, then I encourage you to join me on this channel. Together, we'll explore the timeless principles of masculinity. We'll challenge the prevailing narratives and we'll equip you with the tools and knowledge you need to navigate the complexities of the modern world. Don't forget to show your support by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, gentlemen, stay strong.